let's talk about teeth that are blocked out of the arch. This is actually probably going to be a more common patient complaint. A lot of patients don't even know that they have an impacted tooth because it's under the gum tissue and they can't see it. But a blocked out tooth, it's very hard for the patient to miss that. So a lot of patients are going to complain about these teeth that are way out of alignment because they're blocked out. Okay, here's a situation where we have a few different blocked out bicuspids. Okay, we have a few blocked out bicuspids. They don't have enough room to get into the arch. Another common blocked out tooth is a canine that's just completely blocked out of the upper arch. You have those really crazy, snaggle tooth. That's another common one that you will see. Now, there's a couple of ways you can make space. Just like with impactions, you have to make space for blocked out teeth. We can use open coil spring, okay, which again, just spring that's set in between brackets, used to open spaces. Okay, that's what open coil spring is. It helps you open spaces. We can also use our Gurin locks. Remember we use those for those molar stops? Another great trick for Gurin locks is to use them as a stop to compress open coil spring so we can move one side or the other. Open coil spring is going to move both adjacent teeth, okay? With a Gurin lock, you can cheat that to make it move just one side a little bit more than the other if that's what the case dictates. So open coil spring, okay, helps open spaces. So if I wanted to make space for a blocked out lateral incisor, let's say, that's in crossbite, I'm going to place an open coil spring to fit in between the canine and the central incisor. That's going to help open up that space so I can then shoot that lateral incisor through the hole. Okay, again, it's going to open up space to give room for that lateral incisor to shoot through the hole to move facially. Now, the key for open coil spring, it's all in how you measure it. Now, the trick with open coil spring is in the length. So if we are making space for a blocked out lateral incisor, what you want is you want the space between the canine and the central brackets plus a bracket width. Okay, one bracket width of activation or extra length. So I find the easiest way is to just measure from the mesial of the canine bracket to the mesial of the central bracket. If you do that, you're going to have the perfect length of spring every time. Now, if you are to have too much spring, what's likely to happen, instead of getting more of a net bodily opening, you're going to get more rotations in particular and some tipping, which you don't necessarily want. Okay, so measure from the mesial of the tooth to the mesial of the tooth so you can open the hole and drive that tooth through. Okay, so there's what it will look like, when it's in place. Once you cut the proper length of spring, you slide it over the arch wire, tie everything else in, and when you get to the spot the spring is, just compress it a little and set it in between the brackets. And again, that's just going to spread a little bit and open space so you have room for the blocked out tooth. Another way to make space is to use a Gurin lock that's compressing an open coil spring. This can open space, and it can also be used to distalize or upright a tooth. So let's say we have a blocked out second premolar, which is a very common tooth to be blocked out, by the way. And let's say we have a mesially angulated molar that's helping to block out that tooth and keep it from erupting. What you can do is you can take a open coil spring and you place a Gurin lock onto the arch wire and then the open coil spring. So now instead of your anterior stop being the first premolar like it might be, well, like it will be when you're just using open coil spring, you have an artificial stop. So this means that premolar, if it's in really nice position, won't move. Okay, we're directing more of the force of the open coil spring to one direction. And this can be done mesially or distally. More often it's done distally, but it can be done either way. All you do is you take your Gurin lock wrench and you loosen the knot, loosen the nut of the Gurin lock. You compress the spring, and then you tighten it, and you come out. Now the spring is activated, and in this case it's going to help drive that molar a bit distally so you can help open up space for that blocked out second premolar. Okay? Then, if you need more room, all you do, next visit, you just take your wrench, you loosen up the nut, you compress it again, tighten it, you come out, and it'll give you a little bit more room. So very easy to reactivate these open coil springs. Now these Gurin locks come in a great little set. It's literally a sliding nut and a bolt with a wrench, and it just slides over the arch wire. You have a lot of uses. Again, you can use them as those molar stops to help drive teeth more anteriorly, like you do on the upper arch in those class 3 camouflage cases, or to compress open coil springs so you can help, move teeth to correct blocked out teeth situations. So let's say we have this situation. We have a blocked out second premolar. What we would do is we'd place a Gurin lock in between the first bicuspid and the molar tube, and we have a segment of open coil spring. You put your wrench on there, you loosen the nut, compress the spring, turn the wrench to tighten, and come out. Show you a video here. It's really easy to do, and that's going to help move that molar a bit distally so that you can get room for the blocked out tooth. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take our wrench right on the Gurin lock. You give it a quick twist to unlock, slide and compress. Now a quick twist to lock, and you're done. You just activated that Gurin lock. Okay, and just compress the spring to about 1/3 to 1/2 of its original length, and that is the perfect amount for activation. So again, here we are with our blocked out teeth. Okay, we have a blocked out bicuspid in this situation. We are using an open coil spring that is being activated by the Gurin lock because we want our molar to move more so than that bicuspid, first bicuspid to move. If I wanted both of them to move, I could use just the open coil spring without the Gurin lock. But I want to you can see how that molar is rotated. I want to kind of correct that a little bit. And in doing so, we make room so that we can go ahead and correct that blocked out second bicuspid.
To make sure you don't miss any of our Powerprox pointers, please subscribe at 6monthbraces.com/orthotips. To learn more about our live seminars for Powerprox 6-month braces, please visit 6monthbraces.com/live-seminars. To learn more about our unlimited case support and online seminars, please visit 6monthbraces.com/online-seminars. If you prefer to call us, our phone number is 440-646-1000. To learn more about our laboratory services for Powerprox 6-month braces, which include digital bracket placement, 3D printed indirect bracket bonding trays, digital case setups and treatment simulation images so you and your patients can both see the case results before you even start, IPR guides so you know the exact amount and location of any IPR that you may need, and a lot more, please visit 6monthbraces.com/PowerproxLab.